Alright guys, basically this is what I've done. 4 Torx screws to remove the cowl. Once the cowl is off, you're presented with the fan, and these are the 2 resistors. The 3 relays are actually through this gap here, and they're accessible from the other side of the radiator. What I've done to check the resistors is I've taken off this clip which is underneath. I don't know if you can see it on the other one. There's a little clip just there that needs prising down. Once that's down, you can wiggle off the connector. And what I've done is I've got my multimeter, and using the outside terminals, that one and that one, on the resistor itself, you can test to see what the resistance is. To do that, I put my meter onto ohms, 200. Camera's struggling to focus. 200 ohms. Connect one terminal to one pin, the other to the other. And what should happen is it should tell you the resistance. Now unfortunately on mine, whether it's connected or not connected, it gives the same reading, which means that the resistor's blown, the resistor's no longer doing its job. To double check that I was actually doing the right thing, I did remove the other one and check it, and the other one is actually reading the correct resistance as per my trusty little sheet of paper. One should read 0.8 ohms and the other should read 0.54. The other is reading 0.54, so I know that that bottom resistor isn't operating, so I can go and change it. Hopefully after I've changed it, that will resolve the fan not cutting in. But what I need to do is remove the Kenlo system which has been installed. Now it is wired up correctly and it does operate correctly, but for some reason every time it fires up it blows a 30 amp fuse. So I'm going to put it back to stock, replace that resistor, and if I show you on the other side, this is, if you imagine leaning over the engine bay, there are 2 screws that hold in this panel, one down here and one up here, just normal Phillips head screws. Undo them, the panel falls away, you've got 3 relays, identical, that are all plumbed in through that fascia, through to this wiring loom connected to these resistors. So hopefully it's just that one. If it's not just that one, I know this one's good. It might be one of the 3 relays. Fingers crossed.